Gotham Knights, they recently dropped some gameplay. I believe it was like a 13 to 17 minute demo. Yeah, it was a 13-minute demo where they highlighted gameplay of I was about to say Moon Knight, Nightwing and Red Hood. They showed a little bit of the mission structure, the city, the combat, the movement system that basically went viral on social media. The way Nightwing gets around the city, he basically uses one of those hang gliders from Pilot Wing 64.
From Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite. It's really sad I had to say that. And then Red Hood is the main one that went viral because he has what's called a mystic jump. So basically he has you guys remember Avatar when Toph used to call Aang Twinkle Toes? Red Hood basically has Twinkle Toes where whenever he jumps in the air, his hose, he probably does have, Red Hood probably does have hose. His toes twinkle blue. His toes twinkle blue and he floats in the air and he could just jump around the city infinitely. I don't know. I'm indifferent. I'm gonna play it, but like, am I super excited about it? No, and mainly because like something is just off about this game to me. It's really stiff. And then on top of that, I was a little disappointed in Red Hood's gameplay. I hope we get to see more of that because all they showcased with his combat was like people were complaining about the jumping. I'm like, whatever about that. It's a fucking video game. Like it was the combat that threw me off for Red Hood. Like so he uses non-lethal bullets. That's okay. Like he promised Bruce he doesn't want to kill anymore. But I didn't like the fact that all his combos they showcased was just him standing in place, like just shooting the gun. And I'm like, you know, I've seen the Red Hood movie, and I've read a few things. Like he throws hands. He definitely throws hands. He's much more of a, I knew he was gonna use the guns, but I thought he was gonna fight and his fighting style was gonna be more of like a brawler. That's
like
the
a
vibe.
gung fu. Like gung fu.
Yeah,
type,
I thought he was gonna be. I thought he was gonna be more of a heavy hitter. He wasn't gonna be like. I thought Nightwing would be like kind of agile, and he would be like the opposite. He'd hit harder, so you could knock people out quicker. Yeah, I thought he's gonna be like the tank class.
Can you tell me, TBH?
Go ahead.
Can you tell me how does somebody use non-lethal rounds and then use an ability called armor piercing?
That's a good question.
Can somebody answer that?
He really does that? I missed that part.
The guy that's voicing over it says, he's using non-lethal rounds while he shoots this person with a gun. And it's like, yeah, okay, so we're supposed to believe that, yeah, okay, non-lethal rounds, okay. Then he says, to beat this bigger, bulkier guy, he's gonna use his ability, armor-piercing rounds, to pierce his armor and shoot him with the bullets.
I think that's really...
So isn't that an oxymoron? Is that gonna like pierce doesn't that not make it non-lethal?
The funny thing is, because they gave him non-lethal rounds, it makes more sense to make him a brawler. Like put the guns a part of his combo system, but he should be able to fight too because you might as well. You don't got lethal rounds. Like it doesn't make any sense to me that he was just doing that. Yeah, it looked like he was playing almost like a World of Warcraft character. He was just standing in place and just auto attacking or whatever.
Boring.
Yeah, and it looked boring. And then on top of that, and this is the part I think that really pissed people off, they announced that Gotham Knights will be a next-gen only game, meaning this is exclusive to the PS5 and the Xbox Series X and S. And one thing that I'll say, I own both platforms, but it even rubbed me a little bit of the wrong way. The way they went about it, like we knew this moment was going to happen where like games had to make that jump in order to push the genre forward. We have to use the best tech. It's just the way they went about it. They kind of just nonchalant. Oh yeah, by the way, last gen canceled. You know this game you've been waiting for like the last 2 years. You probably had a pre-order at GameStop. I don't know why because the store sucks. But yeah, canceled. So if you don't have a PS5 or an Xbox Series X, you're out of luck. And that's kind of a big deal because at this point in time,
on PC?
It's I don't know. Let's look it up. At this point in time, it's still hard to get a PS5. It is still hard to get an Xbox Series X. A lot of people are not going to be able to play this game. So that pissed people off that they kind of pulled the rug up onto people. It is coming to PC, but you know, most people are still trying to play on their consoles. Yeah. And also I wouldn't play it on PC anyway, bro. Arkham Knight almost destroyed my last PC.
Yep.
No, thank you. There are certain games that I qualify console game.
Yes, I am staying far away from a PC version of any Knight, Arkham, anything anymore, dog.
I'm sensing the bias in Ethos's voice. I mean, he did do a whole breakdown on the GI channel. Make sure to check it out.
Go ahead and
YouTube.com/GI updates. He did a whole breakdown of this. Check out his Gotham Knights video. How you feeling about this, though, Jay?
I'm still indifferent after seeing the gameplay. I thought that it was all right, but like some of the things that y'all pointed out, that was actually pretty hilarious. I didn't. I was like watching some of the. I watched the whole thing like before we even started the podcast, so I wasn't really catching like the entire commentary or anything, so I didn't catch that part. But like I said, it was all right. I think one of my initial concerns, like I was mad when they said it was 2 players instead of 4. Like I was kind of expecting a 4-player co-op.
Apparently, it's 4. Apparently, they changed their minds on this.
Where you read that at?
That's the people in my comment section were telling me, "Oh, it's actually 4." So I was like, "Oh, is it really 4 now?" Like, was
I
it
didn't
2?
see that, bro.
Because they say in the first trailer, they say 2 players. They said it.
Yeah, they definitely said. I was actually surprised people were upset because I'm like, they said in the initial trailer it was 2 players.
Yeah, it was 2, right? Yeah, and I guess people were just hoping they changed their minds, and I guess maybe because maybe that was the trade-off. Maybe they're like, okay, we're gonna cut last gen, but in return, we're gonna make it 4-player. Then I guess it's not that harsh of a hit because then it's like, okay, the last gen was holding back 4-player co-op. So now that we're gonna only do next gen, does that mean you're gonna give it?
Nah, that shit is 2-player co-op until confirmed otherwise. I just googled it, and every news article, Gotham Knights is not adding 4-player co-op. There's one article. Ethos, there's one article from Game Rant, which is a reputable site. I've read them before, and it says Gotham Knights should still get 4-player co-op, but this is them advocating for it. They're not saying it should get it at some point. They're saying they feel like it, and I'm gonna guess some people probably took this article and ran with it.
Yeah, because I had a couple people in my comment section. You know who you are if you're watching this. You owe me an apology. Put it in the comments.
I don't see. I would still say 2-player co-op. That's what most people are reporting.
They were saying. Yeah, hold on. Matter of fact, I'm petty. I'm gonna be petty.
Yeah, I'm reading this article on Game Rant. This is a wish list. This is not. It's going to be 4-player co-op.
Yeah. So damn, we can't believe the comment section.
I'm gonna be petty. I'm gonna be petty. Where?
But anywho, and then going to the second part about them canning the last gen version. Yeah, it does suck. Yeah, initially, it was going to be a last gen and current gen release, and then all of a sudden, after the delays, they're like, hey, we're scrapping it. But that's typically what happens. This is again one of those gray areas that we were talking about on previous podcasts, where I feel like some games end up getting stifled because they're trying to create them on last gen and current gen. And I think just with the initial delay, they probably realize, hey, I mean, it usually goes the other way around, but they're like, hey, all right, well, this isn't working. I don't think that we should spend all these resources on the last gen version. If we're going to continue to delay it because of for whatever reason, then we just need to focus on the current gen version. So it is what it is on that part. But I do feel for the people that still can't get a PS5 or still can't get an Xbox Series S or X or still don't have a decent PC, because now you won't be able to experience it whenever this game actually does come out. So I do understand that side of the coin, but I'm not upset if the game actually does come out and it's it's a really good and polished game, because I'm gonna be like, well, the last gen probably would have held it back a little bit. I don't like that parity situation in these gray areas before the last gen versions ultimately end up out of stock or out of whatever the word is called when they stop worrying about the last gen versions anymore.
Yeah,
Dickers, you in the comment section with a Pikachu face, if you're listening to this, you better put in this comment section, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I posted fake news in the comment section.
Can I just say on his behalf, to defend him, shame on you for believing anybody whose name is Dickers, Ethos.
Well, to be fair, I wasn't paying attention to the names. I was just reading the comments, and then I
would have instantly stopped reading, because I'm not gonna lie. First of all, Dickers sounds like something else. That sounds like a racial slur. That sounds like a troll to me.
Hey, you want me to ban him?
That sounds like a sus racial troll.
You want to ban him off the channel?
Yeah, Ethos, you get an L for that.
I don't know what I was thinking. I should never listen to the comment section. You're right. My bad.
See, look at y'all. Y'all just helping my case. I told y'all I'm innocent. That was one of my arguments. I don't listen to this. I'm innocent.
The Twitch chat is different from the YouTube chat. No. You're not getting away with it.
Oh.
To be fair to the chat, though, a majority of the people in the chat seem to agree. Damn, I didn't realize the amount of interaction this video had. There's over 100 comments in this.
Oh yeah, like I told you, we just need to upload content to the GI channel.
That's crazy.
This is why I told y'all, anybody who streams, start the stream reading whatever's the hot news and tell Chaos that you did it so that we can get it on the channel, bruh.
I told Chaos I had some news.
But there's literally 11 of us. There's no reason why we shouldn't have a bunch of content on the channel now that we got editors.
You're not wrong. Yeah,
You just gotta be mindful of what you're doing. That's all.
Yeah.
Let's see. So yeah, Gotham Knights. It's coming later this year.
Oh yeah, here's somewhere else. Timothy Bobmeyer. You're wrong. You posted fake news. It's 4, not 2. If you look at it, it says 4-player co-op. You're a liar. You should be shamed. Shame. Can I get can you add like a bell? Like from Game of Thrones? Shame. 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 All right, we'll make your editor do it.
That's another L for you. You trusted somebody with 2 first names. Timothy Bob?
Bob, no, it's Timothy Bob Meyer. Bob Meyer's the last name.
Whatever, bro. You get an L.
I just keep going. I'll find another one.
This man's dead ass going in the conversation, bro.
I'm dead ass gonna shame every single one of you.
I don't know what mystery ass articles y'all reading because I'm on Google News, bro. I don't see nothing.
I agree with you saying people saw a headline and just assumed it meant, oh, they announced it. I guarantee exactly.
You know they don't read.